Welcome back to Combat Insiders. My name's Wayne Carl, coming to you from Australia, XFC 42. This weekend, I've got another very special guest in Matt, Yung Lee-Manwar. Mate, excited to see you fight. Excited to see you fight. You're a 2-0 professional coming out of integrated MMA, and you fight Taylor Kelly, who's 6-4 and coming off a 3-year layout. Mate, it's a great matchup. What do you know about your opponent?
Yeah, I really wanted this matchup. So he's a tough opponent. So from top to bottom, standing, he's got great lateral movement. However, he's quite short. So I think I should take advantage of that with my height advantage. Wrestling-wise, he's quite solid wrestling, low center of gravity, really good clinch work. On the ground, nothing too fancy, but yeah, solid fundamentals. He's a tough guy, and I'm really looking forward to a tough fight.
Nothing wrong with being short, mate. I'm only 5'5", so I probably should have told you that before.
I'm pretty sure you put that up Tim Short's video and Jamie Small's video. So, there's nothing wrong with being short. Nothing wrong with being short.
I can't help it, mate. Prediction-wise, no one likes to talk about predictions, mate, but how does Lee-Manwar win this fight?
It's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be the full 15 minutes. It's going to be a big war. To and fro wrestling, to and fro striking. I think who's ever got the largest gas tank wins the fight. So I'm pretty prepared for this. I've been training for a 15-minute war.
Nice, mate. So introduce your dog down that you're patting down the bottom. What's his name, mate?
This is my Staffy Cross, and the other one is Eva. There you go. Yeah, they're my best buddies. So,
mate, a little birdie told me you might be really, really intelligent, mate. You might actually have a few university degrees. So, is that true? Firstly, and what made you get into MMA to get punched in the face, if that's true?
So I reckon I do have a couple of university degrees, and my job is a tutor and lecturer at uni. I got a lot of brain cells to lose out, so I don't mind getting punched in the head. So there's heaps of space there. So yeah. So what got me into it? Probably to pick up chicks.
Is it working?
Has worked. Yeah, I've got a girlfriend off Bumble, but it kind of had the opposite effect. She checked out my Instagram and saw all these fighting photos and was like, I don't want to meet up with him. It looks like he could beat me up at any moment. But 6 months later, we're going good. So yeah.
What does the family think about you, Matt, fighting, mate? What do they think about you stepping inside that cage?
My mum's like, why aren't I a doctor? But in an Asian accent. My dad, he did judo when he was younger, so I think he's a brown belt in judo. So he's all for me fighting. He loves watching it. So yeah, he was the one who tried to introduce me to judo at a young age, but I just wanted to play footy. So I could have been a lot better than I am now if I started at judo back in the day.
Beautiful, mate. So your MMA inspiration, what got you into MMA? Was there a particular time or a particular fighter that you liked that made you, want to get in that cage?
No, I had a really good mate from judo when I was doing judo. Our judo gym was kind of dying down, so he went over and trained at Integrated and brought me along. So yeah, I didn't like it at first, so I only went once or twice a week for about a year and a bit just for fitness because I was a bit of a gym junkie before. But just fell in love with the routine, fell in love with the learning and development, and the camaraderie, especially at Integrated. So yeah,
shout out to the Integrated boys. I think you're the third one that I've interviewed, mate. They're flying along, and there's a heap of yous on this card, mate.
Yeah, super excited. I just want my fight to be one of the first ones so I can see them and their title fights.
So who from your gym should we be watching out? I asked Jamie and I've asked Timmy. Who else from Integrated should I be watching out for? Maybe that's not fighting at XFC 42, because I reckon most of your roster's on XFC 42. Who's fighting that I should look out for?
Yeah, most of our roster isn't fighting on XFC. Yeah, we got heaps more boys down the pipeline.
Yeah.
One of the two hardest training partners besides the boys fighting and besides Adrian, it's probably Dan Hill. who's 3-0 as a lightweight, and
Yep.
Sam Flint, who's also 2-0 as a lightweight. So both those guys are absolute weapons, perfect for me to train with.
Sammy Flick got a good win at the last XFC. I was there for
Yeah.
that. So he's an up and coming pro, mate. So fantastic, mate. In 10 years' time, I just want to ask you a question. 10 years' time, who's going to be on top? UFC, One, Bellator? Can you see anyone catching up with UFC?
Whatever promotion I sign with would probably be on top.
Mate,
I'm only joking.
amazing answer.
I would like One because I think Asia is a martial arts stronghold. It's a part of their culture. So it's a national sport in many of their countries. Japan's got Judo, Thailand's got Muay Thai, etc., etc. So I think One would be fairly large in the future, like if not the biggest one.
Nice, mate. So you've had 2 pro fights.
Yep.
What's your greatest memory inside, say, pro career? What's your most favorite moment or favorite fight?
So when I won my first fight in the first round via rear naked, I had a pretty big home crowd with me there. My opponent did make weight, so it made it feel so much better. But it kind of proved to everyone that I could do what I wanted to do and compete at a high level and MMA. Yeah, as I said before, a lot of people are like, oh, you're so smart. You should be a doctor. You should do your PhD, finish your PhD. But I'm like, that just doesn't bring me as much happiness as punching someone in the cage.
Mate, that's awesome. I'm going to go through the rapid fire 5, mate. So quick answers. You ready for this one?
Yep.
All right, Francis Ngannou, uppercut or Mike Tyson? Who are you going to cop a punch from?
Francis Ngannou. I'll take one on the chin from him.
All right, Fury or Wilder 2? If it ever happens, who wins?
Fury. He's got the heart.
Nice, mate. Closer to home, and we're nearly there. I actually bought my tickets today. Whittaker versus Adesanya. Who takes it?
Massive fan of Whittaker. I think Whittaker's just more all-rounded. Maybe able to wrestle him out. He's still got power in his hands. So yeah, Whittaker.
Fingers crossed. If you got to pick how you win at XFC 42, is it by KO or by sub? Take your pick.
I'm a submission guy, so submission all the way.
I reckon you're the first one that said sub, so that's great, mate. So you're standing in front of Chris Cyborg, and someone's got a gun to your head and says you got to fight her, or you got to marry her. What are you gonna do?
Cyborg's from Brazil, yeah. So might want a Brazilian passport. So yeah, I'd marry her, then never see her again.
Beautiful, mate. Well, I hope you thought about this one. Uncle Dana calls you up, last minute replacement. Who would you like to fight in a few years' time in your UFC debut?
Mate, have you heard of the bloke Tim Schultz? He talks a lot of shit, but I reckon I could chin him. He's going for the amateur lightweight belt. I reckon I could roll him. Or my mate Jack McCarthy. But I don't think I could beat Jack. He's too good.
Okay, so you've called out Timmy. You know what happens when people call out the integrated boys. So it'd be interesting when Timmy sees this interview. I reckon you might have a roll around on the mat, and you should send me the video of it.
Yeah. I'll live feed it. Yeah.
Well, you're able to be a mixed martial artist, and a lot of people obviously give you that opportunity. So think family, think your friends, coaches. Who do you want to give a shout out to, mate?
All the boys in integrated, Adrian Pang, Nelson and Grego. I got a few sponsors paying big dollars. So I got Excel Physiology, Dan from Excel Physiology. I have Nathan from On the Green at Scarborough, which is a top restaurant. And I got McDonald Air and Electrical, who've done all my solar, who's done my air conditioning units and other electrical stuff. So yeah, shout out to them.
Beautiful, mate. Nice shout out.
Thank you. Oh, and Wayne, of course, because you gave me this opportunity to be on the interview. So thank you very much.
Mate, all good. Pleasure to do it. This is your XFC cage debut this weekend, isn't it?
Yep. I've always wanted to fight for XFC, and I like Wombat as a bloke. So
yeah, I'm actually mates with Wombat. He's not that good of a bloke, so don't shout him out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So maybe you just put on a little facade, trying to charm me to get him to fight for him. But yeah.
Nah, he's a good bloke. Shout out to Wombat. I'm actually flying up to the
Did you know his name was Dirk?
Yeah. He actually swore, he always says, don't tell anyone my name's Kirk. And the first time he told me his name, the first time he said his name was Kirk, I actually said, well, but no wonder you go by Wombat. But shout out to the XFC president. I'll see you on the weekend, mate. All the best, and we'll catch up soon.
Awesome. See you later, Wayne.
Now, I'm from Combat Insiders, so give us a like. Where can we follow you, Matt?
On Instagram at Iron Chopstick. Iron Chopstick. It's slightly racist, but
well, anyone watching, give him a follow on Instagram, and we'll see everyone soon. August 17th, XFC 42. If you haven't bought your tickets, you can buy them at the door. Peace out.